How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. And, yeah, a little bit of lactose fruity IPA hopeful goodness in the form of Southern Swells Brewing's These Strawberries Taste Like Strawberries. First things first. Wonka. Gotta love the Wonka reference. I mean, in a perfect world, it would be a Super Troopers reference. But yeah, anytime you kind of name stuff after Wonka, I'm kind of all about it. So, kind of apropos here, I assume there's strawberries in there. We would hope so. And the other one is I have to thank Carson for sending these off. He sent me a box of a bunch of deliciousness from down Jacksonville way. That's where Southern Swells is from. But he sent me some Funky Booty, sent me some Southern Swells, and he actually sent me an other half, oddly enough. So thank you very much, brother, for sending these off. And yeah, as far as what it says on the label, it says Southern Swells Brewing Company. These strawberries taste like strawberries. India Pale Ale with lactose added. 7.2% alcohol by volume. Strawberries, vanilla, lactose, and a heaping amount of dry hop addition. Take this IPA and turn it into a frothy dessert-like milkshake experience. Enjoy. This was canned 2/20. Today is the 4th of March, so it's not that old at all. About almost 2 weeks. In February, I only got 28 days. So, yeah. Label-wise, it's alright. You know, it's kind of the Southern Swells kind of label. You know, so let's crack this open, see what you got. As you notice, a little bit different digs. I am moving. You'll probably see a bunch of these kind of pop up. By the time you actually see these, though, I will probably be moved. And I'll have a permanent setup, but while I'm here, got to do some reviews. I actually started sending all the boxes that I get review-wise here because I'm kind of popping back and forth, and there's always somebody here. So, yeah. Anyway, getting like an icky, sticky greeniness from a distance here. What do we have? We've got 2 fingers, 2.5 or 1.5 fingers of infinite creaminess. Kind of a little bit of neurotic bubbling going on there. A little dirty glass mafia. That's what happens when you move. Your glasses aren't clean. My glasses aren't clean anyway. So, yeah, and there's a bunch of particulate floating around in there. You're probably not going to be able to see it on camera. But, yeah, there's bits and pieces of funk all kind of floating around up in that sucker. So, yeah. Not too bad. A lot of people get a little bit turned off by the funkiness. It's not like gobule, like horrific funk that you find in like a soul beer or anything like that. But it's just got little yeasty bits and pieces of stuff and things. Not a bad thing. Don't be afraid of the funk. Because all you hop thoughts and all you kind of crazy haze bros, you're eventually going to evolve and start liking other beers. And it's eventually going to make you start liking a lot of Belgian beers, whether they be sours or Belgian darks and strongs. And you're going to find all that funkiness in there. So prepare yourself now. It's like, you know, IPAs are kind of like my first, Fisher Price my first beer. I don't know. They're kind of like training wheels for some weird way. I don't know. Anyway, enough of that shit. She looks like a hazy IPA. Let's see what she smells like. I'm not getting that big pop that I did when I initially poured it. Get a little bit of greeniness. I'm not getting much strawberry or lactose in there either. Nose-wise, a bit of generic fruitiness. I believe I'm getting a little bit of kind of a fleshy fruitiness from the strawberry, a little bit of kind of fruitiness from the hop, a little bit of subtle greeniness. Probably the biggest component about the whole thing. But she, you know, she smells nice, but not a lot of strawberry, not a lot of lactose. Now, the first beer I ever reviewed by these guys was their orange creamsicle beer. That was a lactose beer, and it was done really well because I think they handled that kind of balance between having enough lactose in it to have it be a good thing and not go over the top. So if it's what's the same here, I'd be pretty damn happy. So I'm just going to dive right in and see what she's got. Cheers. She's tasty. She's kind of a lot like the Dreamsicle. Not as impactful as that, but the way, again, as I just mentioned, the way that lactose is used in here, I wouldn't say it's a complimentary flavor, but I wouldn't say it's the leader in the clubhouse. You got a generic kind of green-leaning kind of hoppiness, a bit of fruitiness going on there, but I think that a lot of that's starting to come from that strawberry, but they're all within beautiful levels of each other. Again, I'm not a 2x4 to the face of a bunch of different kind of flavors and whatnot, but what you're getting there is that nice kind of generic kind of hoppiness with a little bit maybe of a pithy citrus kind of floating around there. A nice lactose component that's not over the top. And then you get that nice kind of maybe slightly under-ripened kind of strawberry to it, and it all kind of works. It's the gentleness of this beer. It's the gentleness of this. The same thing with the dreamsicle. It's the kind of a little less is more kind of approach to these flavors, where most breweries are like, just throw a ton of shit in it. This seems way more calculated, way more purposeful. And I think I used that word when I actually reviewed Dreamsicle. So yeah, she's tasty. She's delicious. She's definitely my kind of milkshake beer. And that she's not over the top. Tasty, nice, delicious. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Just good, well-made beerness. Yeah, I'm trying to think anything else I'm kind of missing here. No, that's just kind of soft greenness, a little bit of generic hop outside of that. Nice strawberry component, under-ripened strawberry. Definitely kind of a sweeter fruit with that lactose kind of adding an extra component. Nice mouthfeel, nothing too crazy. Just a really tasty beer. I really like, I mean, this is the second lactose-forward beer I've had, or lactose beer instead of lactose-forward. Lactose beer I've had from Southern Swells, and both of them were probably some of the better ones. Like I said, around here, especially in Northeast PA, being close to Philly, we got a lot of those crazy, hazy, sugar bomb kind of milkshakes. So I like this a bit more. Like I said, a bit more kind of gentle, a bit more kind of deft-handness when it comes to those ingredients. And that doesn't suck. So let's talk about it. Is this one of the better lactose IPAs that I've had as of late? Actually, yeah. Not that I covet them a lot. I can get them all the time, especially me living in PA. We all know the brewery that makes them a ton. But it's just, it's not something I typically covet. Now, if this was kind of how they were by me, a little bit more kind of reserved, I might do that. Value and availability, don't know. It was given to me. Like I said, maybe Carson, somebody down there in the Florida way, can actually figure out pricing and whatnot and let me know and leave you with if you like what we like this. If you do like those milkshake IPAs, but you wish there were a little bit more IPA in your milkshake, or I should say more balance to it rather than just being this sweet sugar bomb that happens to be a beer, there's definitely still beer going on in this as opposed to just straight on sweetness. So if that's what you dig, if you like a bit more depth and nuance to your lactose IPAs, this one definitely foot the bill. So there you go, another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, anywhere in between, down there. If you want to check me out on social medias, type Massive Beers into the Google. If you want to check me out doing the podcast stuff, type in Beer Massive, M-A-S-S-I-F, into the Google, your favorite podcasting app, and check me out there. And there you go, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice lactose IPA right now, and hopefully see you next time. Cheers.